Yes, I'm sitting on the floor because I'm watching the Waltons while I work on all of these bananas. So I'm hoping I can get all the bananas dried at the same time. So I like to do things in a very unconventional way, and sitting on the floor and watching the Waltons is a perfect day to cut up all of these bananas. Oh my goodness. But it has to be done today. Yesterday I got to see my mother and father, so I was gone all day. And when the produce needs taken care of, you got to do it, especially when you get it like I do. For those of you who missed yesterday's video, I'm just sharing with you really quick what all I got that was retrieved that was going to go actually to farm animals. And the food was great. They just had nowhere else to go with it. And I'm going to be documenting the next couple days where all this food is going. It was actually 2 carloads of food, and I'm spending the next 3 days working on all of that because I have an extremely busy weekend coming up, which I'll share with you next week. But we're going to show with you every single step of the way what I've done with all of this food. And I think that you're going to be really impressed, and I think you're going to be really happy to see what I've done with food that would normally be wasted. So let's get started in today's video, and I'll share with you day number 2 in working with my food that I got free. So this is what I'm doing. Cut up the bananas, and then I'm going to get the dehydrators going. I have 3 dehydrators, and 2 of them I got at a yard sale, and 1 of them was given to me for a product review, one of the very first videos I ever did. So I gotta get started. See you guys in a little bit. Bye. So I'm still working on all of these bananas. Now this bag of bananas are too far gone for me to dehydrate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mash them up, and we're gonna freeze these in quart bags, and this is going to be for banana bread. So most of my bananas are good enough to dehydrate in chips, but if they're a little bit too far gone, they're a little too black, we're going to go ahead and use that for bread. So I'm going to put my last tray on the dehydrator, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with all the peelings. So all of these peelings I'm going to bury where my roses are. Roses love banana peelings. There are 2 hangers of bananas that are just too soft. Those 2 hangers out of the whole case are going to go to my chickens. But all these peelings are going to get buried where my rose bushes are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a hole right here. And in 3 weeks you will see all new growth. Being a double patch of the jam. These are the strawberries that I got from the food bank, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. I'm not going into the whole detail of how to make strawberry jam. I have like 5 videos on it, but I will share with you a video above me right now of how I make my strawberry jam. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to work this, and we're going to crush these strawberries. If I have to, I will use my immerser blender, but I think we'll be right with just this old-fashioned potato masher. Take a look at that. This was Fanny's potato masher. Hello everyone. The strawberries are taken care of. All of this is strawberry jam and strawberry syrup. So all of these jars are done. This is all of the strawberries. Woo! It's been crazy. I have to get it all done before the weekend because I have other plans for the weekend. Happy to announce that the wax beans are done, the strawberries are done. Now we're going to work on the bananas. So all this food, it's amazing. It's just amazing what would have been thrown away. You know, in this day and age, don't throw it out. Don't waste it, because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And you never know. You just never know when there would be a food shortage. I look at all of this produce and I think, wow, there is so much food. Did you know in the United States alone, we spoil and waste 50% of all the food that's harvested? You know, that's something that's very hard to comprehend. And I know that they talk about food shortages, but right now there is a plenty of food. So don't waste it, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put all this food in here. And someday this food's going to bless other people, maybe not just me or my husband or my family, but I work diligently to not have food wasted. Food that is sent into the landfill actually produces methane gas. And methane gas is known to cause greenhouse effect. It's known to cause a lot of gases in our atmosphere. And so the spoiling of food is actually really, really toxic to our environment. Why throw food away that's good? Find ways to use it. The older generations, I don't need to be telling this to, because you all have learned and grew up with not wasting food. But the millennials today, they throw things away, and it's so sad because they live in a world of plenty. The millennials don't know what it's like to have to scrounge and have to save for food. They throw things away because they live in a throwaway world. So any of you millennials out there, I would really encourage you to just seek a life that is not wasteful and not throw away. She's getting really full, and I'm really thankful for this. And I know a lot of people that start contacting the grocery stores and asking for things that before it gets thrown away. There are a lot of grocery stores that are starting to establish new laws and new rules. Things in life we're passionate. A lot of people are passionate about animals and the safety of animals. A lot of people are passionate about having a minimalistic lifestyle, about not having clutter. We have all kinds of passions in our life, and my passion is reclaiming food. I've always been that way, and I always thought what a wonderful way it would be if I could find food that would be thrown away. Who are dumpster divers. And in a sense, I am somewhat like a dumpster diver, because the food that I didn't take home would have been given to the pigs because it was the last stop of this food. In the beginning, this food was donated from grocery stores. Then it went to a food bank. And then afterwards, it went to this community produce truck. By the time I got it, this food had to be processed that same day. It was still very good, but you would have to process it. And that's what I did. And I realized that it is just such an amazing, fun thing that I'm doing. And I'm really thankful. It has really blessed my family. Good organic food that went to people in need. And by the time everybody in need got what they wanted, I was left to glean the rest. So I want to give a special shout out to all of those companies who actually are seeing all the extra food, and instead of wasting it and spending money to throw it away in the landfill to actually produce toxic gases, I'm thankful that they are taking it and giving it to the people. I really want to thank you for doing that, because it's blessed me in tangible ways. I'm probably one of the only ones that are canning all of this, and that's great for me. Waste not, want not. The grocery store and bought all this food. It would have cost me a lot of money. But instead of that, I saved my money, and I used the food that would ultimately rot in a field somewhere. I can't wait to share with you more of all this food, because I have half of it done. I'm going to be doing tomatoes, and we're going to work on the bananas, and it's going to be a work in progress. And I'm glad that you guys like these videos. I'm really thankful and humbled by it, because I think it is interesting. I love watching these kind of videos because it's fascinating for me to see all kinds of boxes and boxes of food that is slowly deteriorating, and see somebody turn it into something that's amazing. The food I have in my can jars beats any kind of food that you could buy in the grocery store. Hands down. It's still so much fresher than anything you would buy at the grocery store. And it makes my heart glad. Okay, everybody, I can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday's video is a very special video, a very humbling video for me. It marks a 1-year anniversary in my life, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. An uplifting and encouraging miracle that happened 1 year ago on Wednesday. So, take care, everybody, and we'll see you guys. Bye! And don't forget to ring my bell, just in case you forgot. YouTube promised me the more of my subscribers that ring my bell, the more they're going to share my videos out into the big world of YouTube. And only 5% of the people that are subscribed to me have this little bell rung. Take care, everyone. And also, here's some other videos in case you missed it. I hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.